The day is Sunday, February 7th, 2016. Welcome to Eggy's Roll Up. So, our main story today is the fallout of my decision to get 3 jobs. So, last night, I got to work, already collapsing before I even got in the door at my second job. And, just feeling like utter shit, immediately upon coming in. And I was fielding messages back and forth on Snapchat, YouTube, Gmail, text messages, as I got in. And it was about 12:30 or so. I was so miserable. I mean, I was just absolutely miserable, just feeling this hopelessness, this despair from thinking about, how this was going to be to have this kind of schedule. And I was like, fuck, is it even worth living with that kind of schedule? I was like, I don't think so. So I posted and I was like, I'm just going to fucking hang myself when I get home. And I seriously was like, it would fuck over a lot of people, people who I owe money, my family, podcast guys. But I mean, I was so miserable. I was like, fuck it, I don't care. I just want out of this living hell. I mean, like, even with my 2 jobs, I still protest that. I still feel that that I'm not really working a lot. Some people disagree. I get 85, 90 hours, whatever it is, every week. Um, but thinking about even how that just is, I mean, what that's done to me and just ruined me. And thinking about adding on another, 25, 30 hours a week. Basically just using every iota of my free time and converting it in a schedule of working. I was like, it's not even worth living with that kind of schedule. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like I'm not gonna get my debt repaid if I don't do that. Fuck. And my life already is so fucking miserable. It's like I almost want to kill myself right now with this. You know what I mean? God damn it. When I'm at work, okay, when I get up, that doesn't really look like anything, I guess. Like, you can kind of see the discoloration there. Like, I wear gloves at work, and like my forearm, I have to stick it in like boiling water, or like super hot ovens, like scrub them like every single night. I have to go in the freezer every single night, and then like it's like the temperature changes and shit, like make my hand like start my whole forearm like bleeds sometimes just like randomly, and it's always hurts so bad. My body always hurts so bad all the time since I've been doing this. It hurts constantly. I have to, as soon as I wake up, take pain medication. I have to take every single, well, not right when I wake up, I guess. The pain meds when I wake up, yes. But as far as caffeine goes, I can usually go about probably like 3 hours maybe. Then I have to, every single hour I have to have something caffeinated beverage. When I was at work last night, I had to take like a caffeine pill like 5 or 6 times my 8-hour shift because that when that like hour and a half or whatever came around, that I hadn't had one since like in that amount of time, I would literally my body gives out. It gives out. Like I was cleaning something. I was actually cleaning something when that time came around where I needed more caffeine, and like my arm just like started going pretty much like limp, and like my body like I just started to kind of like heel over because I was the exhaustion like is beyond anything I've ever felt in my life. Like I've never had this going on. You know what I mean? There's never been anything like this before in my life, and it's just continuously awful and terrible, miserable. Every day is just like a living hell. The only joy that I have now is I started playing Final Fantasy Record Keepers on my phone while I'm at work. That's pretty fun. I like Final Fantasy, so something to do anyway, something to keep my mind kind of distracted from the absolute miserable hell that my life has become. But anyways, kind of getting back to what I was saying originally, I'm not, I have no intention of hanging myself right now. Um, but I'm it's a kind of position I'm in where it's like basically something's gotta give. Like even working as much as I do is still not enough. So whether if I gotta get a better job, obviously working 21 hours a day is not optimal. I would be going 2 days without sleep, one day where I'd sleep the whole day. Another 2 days with no sleep, another day where I'd sleep the whole day, and then 3 days without sleep. Just doesn't seem like a good idea to me since now I get at least like an hour or two of sleep. Sometimes a few, 4 whatever hours of sleep every day. And that's still like not enough for me. So getting literally no sleep for like 3 days in a row, I don't think it's gonna work out too good, to be honest. I think I'm probably just gonna be like fucking dead. So it's like if I gotta go that way, I'm probably better off committing suicide. I'm not really sure. Don't really know. And I've been trying to, I've put out applications for better jobs, that make more money. Like I got applied for like an $18 an hour factory job. Applied for like a typist or whatever the hell, like clerical, whatever the fuck it is. Type in a bunch of data entry, whatever. I have like really fast type skills. I mean, that's all I have. Like I'm trained in computer, That's all I do. But so I was like fucking high, like 90% and above or whatever on everything, but still didn't get hired. Even I don't know. Trying to think of something, something's got to give, something's got to happen. People say reduce your spending. Okay, here's what I eat. Okay, this is if you're familiar with, this is like a ramen dish. You can get these at Walmart for like 70 cents. Okay, that's what I eat. All right, I eat like fucking ramen noodles and energy drinks, and yeah. So I mean, as far as food goes, like I don't spend much gas. All I do is drive to it from work every single day. That's all I don't whatever. Electric. It's kind of, I don't know. Sometimes I forget lights on, but usually it's not a big deal. Internet, obviously I need that. Phone, obviously I need that. Rent is high, but it just is. If you don't live in Minnesota, you don't understand that rent in Minnesota is absurdly high. When I was in college, I rented a room in a town of 10,000 people, and the walls were literally caving in, and it was just like a total fucking shitty shack. For that was $750 a month. Okay, like I'm sure a lot of people say there's whatever. Minnesota just has very high rent. It just does. I've never seen anywhere in Minnesota that didn't have high rent. The only place that maybe has decently low rent is in Minneapolis, where you're gonna get like shot through your walls like 50 times a day, and you know what? Not really worth, trying to save like 50 or $100, in my opinion, to be in that situation. Excuse me. So basically, that's where I'm at. Don't really know what I'm gonna do exactly. Probably not gonna kill myself, because that would kind of suck. But it's not gonna stop me from wanting to do it, because I'm fucking miserable every waking minute of every day, more or less. Because it's not even that my jobs are bad. It's just that I suck at everything. So like my jobs, I'm like notoriously like fucking everything up all the time, and it makes me like get like really anxious and be like, fuck, I don't want to be here. And plus I'm just miserable and sick, and I'm constantly in pain. I'm constantly just fucking miserable. So I really don't want to have to work another 30 hours a week. I really don't want to even be in this position to begin with, but I just am, and I don't know really what I'm going to do to get out of it. Yeah, so, but I'm alive, so at least for what that's worth. In any case, thank you for joining me for the Eggy's roll-up for Sunday, February 7th, 2016, and we will catch you on the next episode.